Welcome back to Crypto Night News. I'm your host, Tony Lee, and today I want to go over a few things in the cryptocurrency space. But before I begin, I have to say this. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say or do should not be considered or taken as financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please, 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 please do your own research. All right, now with that out the way, let's start talking about Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin's price is up $10,000 as crypto is predicted to breach $100,000 in 5 years. So it says Bitcoin's price spike, which is briefly exceeded 44,500 Tuesday afternoon, is now easing. Bitcoin has retreated to roughly $43,912 on Wednesday, but is still up nearly $10,000 in the last 5 days and is on the verge of reclaiming January levels. Now, $100,000 in 5 years, in my opinion, realistically, I can see that. Especially, I don't know if you all remember, the lowest it reached down to, this was, I want to say just a few weeks ago, is 34,000. Now, all of a sudden, like I said, it's over $40,000, so it fluctuates very quickly. But with everything going on in the world right now, it could, well, I don't want to price predict, but I could see it hitting 100,000 within 5 years. That is a realistic number. Like I said, especially with more adoption that comes within the space. So we'll see though. We'll see. I'll have to come back. So on to other news. Aussie Advisory Committee lists key factors for easing crypto adoption. So it says the federal advisory suggests exploring 4 key areas to support a safer adoption for crypto in Australia and dampen cybersecurity threats. So anytime I see anything about adoption and cryptocurrency, I get excited because like I said, the more adoption that we see, I feel as though the better off the space will be in the long run. Let's see here. So it says the Cybersecurity Industry Advisory Committee, the Australian Cybersecurity Advisor, highlights various crypto-related opportunities for the government to undertake as it prepares for the global mainstreaming of cryptocurrencies. The study, released by Australia's Department of Home Affairs and titled Exploring Cryptocurrencies, cites the rise in crypto adoption as the country undergoes a rapid transformation to an advanced digital economy. Like I said, I think people are starting to wake up to the idea that, hey, within the next 5 to 10 years, like this is going to be a part of your everyday life, and this is already a part of some of our everyday lives. But pretty soon, like more and more people are going to wake up to this idea that, hey, there's something with this technology. There's something there. All right, so it says there is a need for regulatory settings that provide greater clarity and confidence about how cryptocurrency markets can operate in Australia. The federal advisory recommends the exploration of 4 key areas that can help ensure the safe adoption of cryptocurrencies in Australia. Minimum cybersecurity standards, capability awareness through specialized training, the follow the lead approach, and operator transparency. With a primary goal of reducing the cybersecurity threats aimed at cryptocurrencies, the committee recommended mandated minimum cybersecurity standards for crypto exchanges and Australian businesses that hold cryptocurrencies. Crypto exchange Kraken's managing director for Australia, Jonathan Miller, believes that the minimum standards for security and greater resourcing to fight sophisticated cybercrime will go a long way to protecting investors. In addition, the advisory suggested an increased focus on increased public awareness via specialist training on the available crypto opportunities and corresponding cybercrimes and threats. It recommends a follow the lead approach wherein Australia learns and implements international best practices in the crypto space. Highlighting the inherent pseudonymity of crypto, the committee calls for increased transparency around registered crypto exchanges and blockchain-based companies. So with I want to say mass adoption, there is going to come more regulation. So that is something that we are going to have to, I guess, watch and see more of. We are going to have to see more of it. So yeah, that comes with the adoption piece. Educational programs with accurate, consistent messaging will allow investors to better understand both the investment and cybersecurity risk while helping to demystify cryptocurrencies for all Australians. So this is good. Especially within this space, education is key. There are a lot of potentially great cryptocurrencies, but there are a lot of scams out there as well. So when people say, DYOR, for those of you out there listening, please don't take offense to that. It's the more educated you are within the space, the less likely you are to be taken advantage of. So please, like I said, and if I ever see it, please don't ever take offense to it. It's just, I don't want to see you all, I don't want you all to get taken advantage of. So please do your own research. All right, let's see here. Let's move on to some other news. Terra Luna passes Ether to become second largest staked asset. So that's actually pretty big. Some $30 billion worth of the tokens are staked by users to earn yields of just under 7%. A price surge in Terra Luna's token over the past week has made it the second largest staked asset among all major cryptocurrencies in terms of total value staked. According to a data source, Luna surpassed Ether, which has just over 28 billion in staked value at the time of writing. Data from staking rewards shows over $30 billion worth of Luna is now staked directly on various platforms, representing a majority of the token's $34 billion market capitalization. Participants are earning over 6.98% in annual yields. Some 41% of all eligible tokens are staked, the data shows. Cross-chain protocol Orion.money holds over 2 billion in staked Luna, the largest among all staking applications that support Luna. Its 43,000 stakers generate nearly 7% in yields, which this is not bad at all. Let's see here. Prices of Luna rose nearly 70% in the past week amid strong fundamentals and positive sentiment among the community for Terra. Luna is one of the two tokens issued by Terra, a blockchain protocol that uses dollar-peg stablecoin UST to build a global payment system. Luna was among the best performing cryptocurrencies in the past 2 years, with a nearly 76,130% rise since lows of 12 cents on March the 18th, 2020. So it's in very soon. It's going to be exactly 2 years on the dot. But like I said, in a little less than 2 years, it went from 12 cents to, let's see on this chart, from 12 cents to $92.27 within just under 2 years. So that's not a bad return at all. That's actually a very good return for those who invested in the project early on. So let's move on to some other news. Let's see here. Change of heart. Ken Griffin admits he was wrong about Bitcoin. Citadel's CEO Ken Griffin joined the league of prominent individuals who disregarded the crypto sector but now believes in its merits. The founder and CEO of Citadel LLC, Ken Griffin, has been among the biggest critics of the cryptocurrency industry in the past few years. However, in his most recent appearance, he admitted being wrong about the asset class and that he now sees its merits. Now, before I continue on, just wanted to say this. I respect him for saying that, you know what, hey, at one point I may have been skeptical of cryptocurrencies. I didn't understand it, but now that time has moved on, I see potential in the technology. I see there's something about it now, and I was wrong. He can admit that, and like I said, I do respect that when I see people who, like I said, may have had negative viewpoints about cryptocurrency in the past, but now, like I said, they see the potential now, and now, like I said, they're publicly saying, you know what, hey, I was wrong. And like I said, I respect that. So it says, I haven't been right on this call. It is safe to say that the digital asset sector has formed two opposite teams, industry supporters and critics. The American billionaire Ken Griffin has been part of the second club, as he believed that the Bitcoin and the altcoins could harm the American dollar. In a recent interview from Bloomberg, though, Citadel executive made a U-turn. He noted that crypto has been one of the greatest stories in finance over the course of the last years, and that the current market capitalization of the asset class is almost $2 trillion. As such, Griffin admitted not being right on this call. And like I said, where it says 2 trillion, I remember at one point, was it back in 2012, 10 years ago, it was nowhere near $2 trillion, the market capitalization, or the market cap, excuse me, nowhere near. So like I said, it's Bitcoin and just cryptocurrency in general has come a long way within this past decade, a long way. So moving on, he further predicted that many businesses will open their arms to the cryptocurrency universe in the months to come. Despite still having doubts about the industry, though, Griffin said his company is looking for a way in. I still have my skepticism, but there are hundreds and millions of people in this world today who disagree with that. To the extent that we're trying to help institutions and investors solve their portfolio allocation problem, we have to give serious consideration to being a market maker in crypto. So, I mean, like I said, he's being transparent. He's saying, hey, I may still be a little skeptical about it, but I see a lot of people around me, or see people online, it is people in general, like they disagree with it and they're investing into cryptocurrency. So, I want to be a part of it, from what I took from reading that. So, I mean, like I said, I respect that. And like I said, moving on, it says the American started softening his harsh stance on the digital asset sector in November of 2021. Back then, he forecasted Ethereum could become the most dominant cryptocurrency project. Nevertheless, he argued that Bitcoin is too harmful to the environment, has low transaction speed, and is vulnerable to fraud. Okay, well, I mean, like I said, had his opinion. Let's see here. Who else changed their viewpoint on crypto? So Kevin O'Leary is among those who bashed the digital asset space, but is currently part of the ecosystem. Now, stop there. I don't remember Kevin O'Leary saying anything negative. Not to say that he didn't. Me personally, I don't remember. Let's see here. But it says in 2019, the TV host labeled Bitcoin as useless currency and garbage. However, in 2021, he changed his stance, saying that he respects the asset shortly after he turned into a Bitcoin hodler, allocating 3% of his portfolio. The notorious former stockbroker known as the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, is another individual part of that club. Now, I do remember the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, speaking negatively he said that it was a bubble. So I guess he spoke, he spoke negatively on Bitcoin. Said it was a bubble. And I do remember that this was in, I want to say 2018 when I heard him say that. So I guess reading further, it says while in 2018 he predicted that Bitcoin is going away. In 2021, he praised the merits of the primary cryptocurrency and envisioned a price of $100,000 by the end of the year. So see, I like the fact that, like I said, these individuals, they may have not have seen the potential in the currency, back then, but now they're coming out publicly and saying, you know what, hey, my views back then were this, but now they're this. I see the potential in it now. And like I said, I respect people who are like that. So that was this piece. So moving on. New Cardano decentralized exchange hopes to overcome chain's scaling woes. So ADASWAP has announced a $2.6 million raise with the promise of building the first working decentralized exchange on Cardano. So this could be big for Cardano. We're going to see, how this all plays out. So it says, let's see here. ADASWAP, a project aiming to build an NFT marketplace and the first working decentralized exchange on Cardano, announced Tuesday that it had raised $2.6 million in a funding round led by angel investing platform iAngels. Multiple venture capital firms and individual investors have participated in the round, including Shima Capital, Pluto Digital, GBV, Stardust, and actress and producer Gal Gadot. So wow, that's good. According to a Wednesday press release, ADASWAP will use the funding to deliver on its goal of building the best decentralized exchange on Cardano. Despite being the 9th largest cryptocurrency on the market, Cardano has lagged behind other competing layer 1 projects in the ecosystem development. Its blockchain is EUTXO based and architecturally much closer to Bitcoin than to Ethereum, meaning it's significantly harder to code smart contracts and build scalable decentralized applications on it. So like I said, if they can pull this off, this will be big for Cardano. So we'll keep an eye out for ADASWAP. We'll keep an eye out for that. So moving on to other news. Let's see here. We have a good lead going into that journey of cryptocurrency and Web3, asserts Serena Williams. So another athlete has entered the crypto space, which is good. Serena Williams is making hay while the sun shines as cryptocurrencies continue to tough it through this winter. Speaking to CNBC on Tuesday after her VC firm, Serena Ventures, raised a $100 million fund to power early stage startups. The American professional tennis player revealed her high hopes for cryptocurrencies and Web3, stating that she was deeply invested in projects in the blockchain sector. I saw the market a little back earlier in crypto, and for me, it was really just about, you have to really think outside the box, she told CNBC. She went on to say that as a VC in the last 9 years, she had developed a deep liking for her tech-based investments, some of which she had dug her feet in before discovering bigger opportunities in crypto, and is considering adding more crypto-related investments to her firm's balance sheet. We have a good lead going into that journey of cryptocurrency and Web3, she continued. We want to get into that space over at Serena Ventures. So this is big. Let's see here. So with cryptocurrencies and Web3 exploding, investors with a sturdy enough case like Williams and her husband have been making leaps into the space. In March of 2021, Serena, through her VC firm, led a pack of notable investors in backing a $5 million investment round for Bitcoin rewards startup Lolly. I'm excited to announce my investment in Lolly, a company on a mission to make a Bitcoin more accessible. Williams had said in a statement following the funding round, earning and owning Bitcoin is a step toward financial inclusivity for all people. In January 2022, the tennis player was appointed to join Sorare, a blockchain-based fantasy soccer platform, as board advisor to drive the adoption of Web3 and the future of sports fandom. Last month, Williams Ventures also invested in Nestcoin, a company focused on building products to accelerate crypto adoption in Africa. So like I said, once again, this mass adoption, it's coming. It's coming all over for crypto. So this is good. This is really good. And that she's making progress in the right direction. So this is good to see. This is really good to see. All right. And for the last piece of news tonight, banking giant JP Morgan makes new investment in crypto analytics firm. And it says the largest bank by assets in the United States is investing in a blockchain intelligence firm as the adoption of crypto assets continues to deepen. Cryptocurrency analytics firm TRM Labs says in a statement that JP Morgan Chase is investing in its crypto compliance and regulatory and risk management technology. According to Umar Farouk, the CEO of JP Morgan's blockchain-based wholesale payments transactions subsidiary, Onyx by JP Morgan, the investment in TRM Labs will assist the banking giant in achieving regulatory compliance. So like I was saying before, the more adoption that we see within the crypto space, the more regulations we are going to see. So, I mean, that's just what's going to come with it, I believe. TRM's vision to drive security and integrity in crypto ecosystems through sophisticated analytics solution aligns with our ambitions for building blockchain products at JP Morgan that are compliant and secure. We've spent the last 6 years exploring the possibilities and applicability of blockchain technology. Leading infrastructure companies like TRM will help usher in the future of secure blockchain and crypto use cases. According to TRM Labs, its flagship product, TRM Transaction Monitoring, helps organizations in detecting crypto-related fraud and financial crime. Okay. So the blockchain intelligence firm says U.S. cryptocurrency exchange, FTX US, and the issuer of the U.S. dollar coin, USDC stablecoin, Circle, are among its clients using TRM transaction monitoring to detect suspicious or fraudulent activity and comply with anti-money laundering regulatory requirements. So that's interesting. The investment by JP Morgan comes months after the investment giant Tiger Global led a $60 million fundraising round in TRM Labs. Among the participants in the round included the venture capital arms of U.S. financial institutions, American Express, Citigroup, and PayPal. Wow. Other firms that participated in the capital raise include payments giant Visa and the Jack Dorsey founded fintech firm Block. So it's a lot of big names within this space. TRM Labs is based in San Francisco, California, and was launched out of the startup accelerator firm Y Combinator in 2019. So it's a lot going on within the space right now. I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for TRM Labs in the future and see where it's at. But that was all of the news I had to go over with you all. Once again, my name is Tony Lee, and thank you for watching the Crypto Night News channel. If you've heard anything that you liked or anything that, like I said, piqued your interest in any way, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. And whenever you're listening to this, whether it be morning, noon, or night, enjoy yourselves. And until next time, goodbye.